Yeah, but the interesting thing is that their example of how creative you can be putting out catalogue. Often people think, oh, catalogue, you just reissue old records, but you're actually putting together things and giving them a complete context in their own right.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think that if you get it right, they work the best because they become unique items in themselves. Yeah. So rather than just reissue a straight album from whenever, you are creating something new. And that's definitely where the buzz comes from in working with catalogue. And also because it's not just a nostalgia thing then, it's more about the music, and it's more about presenting music to people to say, this just sounds great, you know, just listen to this. You might like your current bands, etc., but this sounds really good as well, and it doesn't matter when it was recorded.
I think one of the first times I saw the poster booklets that you do, the fold-out poster booklets, RPM always did those, and that for me was a really interesting way of presenting the sleeve notes and the pictures, etc.
Well, when we started, it was of almost huge disappointment that we couldn't produce them on vinyl, because we were collectors of vinyl, so we wanted our label to be on vinyl. And the first three were mocked up for artwork on the old on the paste boards to be vinyl. But it was at that time that CD was really taking over as a way of delivering music. So we curtailed the vinyl and we put out the CDs. But obviously we wanted to do something that stood out a bit more. And at the time, there had been poster inlays, but only intermittent usage via various labels. And we decided to make it the standard for us. So every single release had to have a poster inlay. And the benefit being that you could obviously fit on a whole lot more material because there was more space to work with. But it also gave you another design element as well that you could put into your package and make a bit more unique and just give RPM its own feel that other people didn't have at the time. It's been, you know, poster inlays are all over the place now. Everybody has a go with them. But at that time...
they were unique.
They were unique, yeah.
So in 1999, you had a change of structure and you joined the Cherry Red family, so as to speak. Yeah. Which, do you want to talk us through what happened there?
Yeah, we'd gone so far as a wholly independent company with the three of us. We'd gone down to two at one point. Roger he started his own label, Diamond, and then eventually started to produce albums for Sanctuary. And then we got to a point with Simon and I where it was quite difficult to run or expand the label with just the two of us from a sales point of view more than anything. In terms of ideas and physically producing the releases, that was all in-house, that wasn't a problem. But from a sales point of view, it was becoming more difficult to make everything work. And it was clear that we needed some sort of big brother.
I think a lot of people don't understand that when a business is actually doing quite well, you start to expand, you have a bigger catalogue, it throws your cash flow.
Yes.
And actually, when you're doing quite well, it isn't always the best time for a business, because if you're doing better than you thought, then actually you can't actually always pay the bills on time.
No, I mean, we'd started as a hobby between the three of us, and that was fine. We got as far as, okay, some sales have increased, we can start to earn a living out of this, that's okay. But then, as you say, it starts to get bigger and bigger, and we were attracting more interest from foreign distributors, and that's good, but then their demands are great. They want loads of stock, and provided those figures increase year on year, that's okay. You can just keep the cash flow going. But if you hit a blip at any time, and we did, unfortunately, with a couple of bad debts in America, then for a small company, then that really knocks you back. And you just can't sustain that momentum. And either you drop it right back down to a cottage industry, or you find a business partner, which is what we did with yourself.